Three, two, one. Welcome, Randall.
Hi.
How are you, man?
I'm good. Good. Nice to see you again. And I'm in the hot seat. Yes.
No lah, you are the original host. I'm just a noob host trying to start out.
No, we all start somewhere, and
Yeah.
we all get somewhere eventually.
Yeah.
This is a very big mic.
Okay, so Randall has brought some special tea today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because Randall is now working with Macallan.
Yes.
You want to share a bit about Macallan?
Yeah. So I am the brand ambassador for Macallan for Southeast Asia, and now also covering Australia and New Zealand. So my job basically is to drink and drink and drink and drink. No, it's more about brand education. Letting people know about the brand, teaching them about whiskies, how to appreciate whiskies, and of course, if anybody's willing to learn and willing to listen, I'm there to talk about it. And yeah, I brought some very special tea
Okay.
for today.
Let's get started.
Yes. Already?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I have here, I brought three different Macallans.
Yeah.
We have the triple cask mature 12-year-old.
Yeah.
We have the double cask 12-year-old. And I brought something special for you. We have the Macallan Edition number 5, one of our newest expressions that we have at Macallan.
Nice.
It's part of the limited edition series,
Yeah.
and this is the newest one. So we will ladder it. We will.
Okay.
We will move up.
There's
we'll
a
start with
specific
the,
order to go through.
Specific order.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to start with the strongest.
Yeah.
Because by that time, if you go to something lighter, you won't be able to experience any of the flavors. So you drink whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not like a special like expert on it, but yeah, I like whiskey.
Okay, cool. I know that. So what we'll do is we'll start with the Macallan. Oh, I got the 15-year-old triple cask. So it's a bit of a jump up, but
Okay.
I am going to start with this one.
Okay.
We're going to start with the 15, go down to the 12, and then I'll go to edition number
Okay.
5. The reason why I'm doing that is because the triple cask matured 15-year-old has more influence of the American oak.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so technically, if you look at the color,
Yeah.
this is a 15-year-old, this is a 12-year-old.
Slightly lighter for the 15.
15,
colour.
right?
Yeah.
Even though it's older, it is lighter in
Yeah.
terms of the color. That's because of the American oak.
Yeah.
So the American oak basically gives you less color,
Hmm.
but the flavors are absolutely more different as well, comparing to European oak cask. Yeah, does give you a slightly
Oh, that sound is nice, man.
nice. So we will go easy on the Angmo tea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got special cups some more.
Yeah, so these are what we call Glencairn glasses. Okay, Glencairn glasses are supposed to help with the enjoyment of your whiskey.
Okay.
From nosing it to tasting it. What
Okay.
it does is it basically funnels all the aromas up into a point where you can
Smell.
smell it.
Are you supposed to like the whole nose?
So it really depends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would usually recommend if you're nosing a whiskey. The first tip I usually give people is to part your lips, as in to keep your mouth slightly open,
Ah.
so that this is 43% alcohol by volume. So that's a lot of alcohol that's
Yeah.
going to come up into your nose.
Yeah.
So when you part your lips and you're giving a bit of circulation.
Ah, okay. I
So
get it.
as opposed to if you close your mouth and you're like, oh, my nose hair is all gonna come out.
Yeah. And it's like there is a flow. There's a flow.
So
Yes.
that's what you want to get. So you see a lot of people swirling their glasses. You
Yeah.
don't really have to swirl your glass because you swirl your glass when you're nosing a wine,
Yeah.
right? But for whiskey, it's a minimum of 40%.
Yeah.
And of course, that amount of alcohol you do not need to swirl. You just have to, even if you put it at the chin, you can get it as well. So you just wanna get in there. And looking at the color, you would see that it is lighter. That's something that you noticed earlier, and it does give you a slight little golden barley kind of color.
Yeah.
And one thing about the Macallan is 100% of our color
Yeah.
comes from the wood. So we do not add any colorings. We don't add any tints or sugars or caramel sugars to make it look darker.
Yeah.
We leave it as it is. So 100% of the color comes from the wood itself. About 80% of the final character and flavor of the whiskey
Yeah.
also comes from the wood. So on the nose, you get a bit of tropical fruits. You get a bit of bananas, coconut, and all these are very typical of aromas that you can get from the Americano. Yeah, lighter flavors, fresher flavors, and these are some of the flavors that you can get. Right at the end, you might get a little bit of like cinnamon.
Oh, okay.
If you keep getting there, a bit of cinnamon, a bit of spices, yeah. But this is one of my favorites actually. That's why I brought it. It's an amazing dram of whiskey you can have any time of the day in the middle of the afternoon.
After you put your kids to sleep.
After I put my kids to sleep, and of course we can look at the color, we can nose it.
Yeah.
Eventually, we just need to taste it.
Yeah.
So when you taste the whiskey, you're just gonna take a small sip, chew it, and let the flavors get all around your mouth, and don't be in a rush to swallow. Just let it have a bit of time in the mouth. Yeah, don't gargle. don't. You
Not
know.
like tar lah.
No. So just a little sip and chew. Yeah. Cheers.
Yes.
Yeah. So you chew it, take your time, let it just settle on your palate, and you notice, there's a little bit of heat there, a bit of spice that comes out, white pepper. You're gonna get a bit of ginger. You're gonna get like bananas and coconuts just coming out, all those tropical fruits. Just you start to salivate at the side, and all those flavors. That's why you don't be so much in a rush to just swallow.
Just
Because you need to
You miss
figure
all the
out
other things.
You miss everything because
Yeah.
you're afraid, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people are generally afraid
Yeah.
when they say whiskey. Oh no! First thing, old man's drink. No, my uncle, my grandfather used to drink it. No, it's too strong. But when you take your time to enjoy the whiskey, let it settle, figure out some of the flavors.
Yeah, it's definitely different. Yeah. Once you get past the spice, I guess, right? Because
yeah.
that's the one that initially hits you.
It hits you,
Yeah.
and then everybody's like,
Yeah.
That's what they call the dragon's breath.
Yeah.
And you kind of let it settle, and the flavors start to develop. Then you salivate, and then more flavors start
Yeah.
coming up. So this is what we would call a medium to long finish, where even after talking so much,
It's still got a little bit of the aftertaste.
it's still there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are drinking this neat, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We're drinking it neat.
Yeah.
And this is how we usually drink it to try and figure out some of the flavors and pick it out. But at the end of the day, you drink your whiskey the way you want to. If you want to have ice, you can add ice. You can add a little bit of water. Some people put in soda water. That's if you
But
want.
that kind of destroys the.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Usually you try to add. You only add soda water maybe when you're making a cocktail.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to bring all the flavors together. But just a splash of water, ice on the rocks with an ice ball. You drink the whiskey how you drink it. But I always add this warning.
What?
I draw the line at Coke 7 Up and Green Tea. So mixing is.
I think that's a very Singaporean thing, right? Coke and green tea.
Yeah,
It's a very Singaporean thing.
It is. It's.
Because in other countries, it's not. They don't have this culture at all.
Nobody has heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that's, like you say, very Singaporean, and,
Yeah.
and people start to wonder, is that a norm? But if you're enjoying an amazing single malt like the Macallan, we usually don't, And if you're trying it trying a new single malt whiskey for the first time, I generally like to recommend that you try neat first, and then you can figure out, maybe if I add a bit of water, it will help to open up the flavors, start to develop more. You never know, then at the end you can decide how you want to drink it. It's all up to you.
So, you usually do food pairing with this whiskey as well, right?
We do food pairings,
Yeah.
whiskey pairing dinners, finger foods, hors d'oeuvres, tapas.
Yeah.
We can pair it all depending on the kind of flavors. So if you're talking about something like the triple cast,
Yeah.
where you're going to get like the flavors,
Yeah.
you might want to think about maybe pairing it with a lighter kind of food.
Not as dense, not as heavy.
Yeah. So an example would be something seafood.
Ah,
So
okay,
maybe
makes sense.
something like prawns,
Yeah.
or fish,
Yeah.
or maybe a nice truffle risotto.
Yeah, makes
You know,
sense. Yeah.
So you pair something like that with maybe the triple cast where it's lighter.
Yeah.
Then when you go up to double cast or maybe the sherry oak and you're pairing it with something that's a little bit more heavier, maybe like a duck dish or maybe pork.
Mm.
You can even possibly stretch it down to maybe a steak, very nice, small little kind of meat that's marinated nicely. It really depends. There's also a lot of trial and error, and the main thing when you're pairing or when we do our pairings, we don't want to have one or the other overpower each other.
It must be like complementary. Like.
Complementary. So you can taste the whiskey, you can taste the food. So they both come together, and some of our whiskeys work amazingly with desserts as well. So
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
So when you have like something like the Macallan Rare Cask,
Yeah.
where on the nose and on the palate itself, you get amazing. You experience almost like a Christmas fruitcake, where you have your vanilla, chocolate, orange. You have cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, ginger, all rolled into one. And raisins and all that. So it's almost like a Christmas fruitcake.
Yeah.
And imagine if you pair the Rare Cask together with maybe let's say a molten lava chocolate cake.
Okay.
So you have that
Okay.
kind of Christmassy feel. You
Yeah.
have that chocolate oozing out. You have
Something very rich and then
rich, and the flavors just come together.
Yeah.
Amazing pairing.
nice. And then you have to do all the food pairings first, right? You have to experiment with it first.
We have to go. Usually, what happens is we go to wherever we are gonna have the dinner.
Yeah.
We're gonna speak with the chef, get his ideas. Usually, the chef will come up with his own creations and his ideas. We will go. We will see if it works, if it doesn't work. If we can tweak something or we can switch the whiskies around for the pairing.
Nice. So for all these events, who usually gets invited, or is something like anybody can go?
It's a mix. Some of them are, especially like we work with certain banks, and they get their clients in, or some are our own existing customers and clients. Some just plain open to public. We will usually have like a run. So like, okay, for this month we're going to have this particular Macallan pairing. I will probably only appear at the very first one. So all the special guests who are there, I get to talk to them. Subsequently, the menu still runs, and anybody can just walk in and
Ask for the menu.
Ask for the menu.
Ah, nice.
So these are usually announced on like our Facebook page and or at the restaurant itself. Sometimes the flyers go out and you will see all these.
And what's the most interesting one that you have ever been to? Or
Oh my goodness! The most interesting dinner that I've actually had to host was when it was during the World Gourmet Summit.
was that in Singapore?
It was in Singapore. We invited the Roca brothers.
Ah, okay.
So they are the ones who own El Cella de Can Roca in Spain. It's a 3 Michelin star restaurant. Three of the brothers, 2 of them came down.
Nice.
And they worked together with Chef Ivan Brem from Bacchanalia back in the day.
Yeah.
The 3 of them curated a 10-course dinner.
Wow.
each course, from the very first one down to the last one, the 10th
Yeah.
course, was paired with a different Macallan.
Wow.
That blew my mind. Okay.
Oh my god.
We started the very first pairing. Remember when when we first started this, and I said,
Yeah.
no, we will ladder
Yeah,
it up,
ladder
right?
up, yeah.
We'll start with the simplest one, and
Yeah.
then we'll slightly move. They opened the very first dish together with the Macallan M decanter,
Which is a very strong tasting one.
which is the most expensive whiskey we ever had.
Oh my god.
So a bottle of the Macallan M decanter would
Yeah.
cost you about 7,500.
And that was a dinner for how many people? That's
Oh, we had a lunch and a dinner, and each session had about, if I'm not mistaken, about 60 or 70 packs.
wow. And it's the same cost lah. It's the same.
It's
Wow.
same for the lunch and same for the dinner. So that I even now thinking about it and describing it, it's something else.
But by the time you reach halfway, you'll be a bit drunk already. lah.
Okay, so that's where we usually advise people at
Yeah.
the dinners, depending on how many courses there are and what we're serving.
Yeah.
We tell them, no, take it easy.
Yeah.
We're not asking you to finish your whiskey.
Yeah.
You can keep some for later.
Everybody got different limits lah. Yeah.
And yeah, but some of them just love their whiskeys. They just go.
Damn.
It's good fun.
10 course. And then obviously ended with a dessert or a few desserts.
I can't remember. There were like 2 different desserts,
Okay.
but all the dishes had like an in between, like maybe a small little salad with followed by a soup, followed by something small. It was just 10 courses of amazing food and even more amazing whiskeys.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Alright.
So what do you think of the 15-year-old?
It's actually very interesting. I think I never had whiskey this way before. Yeah.
In the
And then-
afternoon?
number 1 is in the afternoon. Number 2 is never really like appreciated properly. Yeah, like I think the smelling is also
Yeah, so it's something that you see a lot of people do, which intimidates a lot of people. So
Yeah.
you see some of these people holding up the glass, looking at it, then they nose and they nose and they nose forever. Then they drink and then they, I can taste this, I can taste that.
Yeah.
That's sometimes very intimidating for an individual. If you are new to the world of whiskey, if you are you want to see what all the hype is about, but you see all these people around and you're like, you know what, okay, maybe this is not for me. And,
Yeah. It's too much. Like, the thing is too much.
So I usually like to assure people that, whatever you see people doing is all BS. It's your journey. I tell people it's your journey, your journey of discovery, because the main thing is everybody's sense of smell and taste are as individual as our fingerprints.
Yes.
So what you can smell may not be what I can smell. What I
Yeah.
taste may not be what you can taste, and what I can pick up, may not exactly be what you can pick up. That's why sometimes I like to. We will do this for the next dram of whiskey that we're going to drink. I won't say anything. You tell me what you kind of can pick up, because
you don't get disappointed, man.
no. There's no right or wrong. That's the best part.
Yeah.
There's no right or wrong, and then after that I will give you homework.
Wow.
Okay, so
Alcohol homework.
just a little bit more. Let's clean this up. And then,
Okay. Alright.
So, the Macallan 12-year-old double cask. As the name suggests, it's 2 different cask types. It's made from. Oh, I didn't tell you what the 3 cask types were in the triple cask. Yeah.
Okay.
So
we go back to
we
it,
can
yeah.
go back to it. So the
Yeah.
3 different cask types are American bourbon cask,
Okay.
American sherry cask, and the European sherry cask. When I say American, I'm talking about the wood.
Yeah.
So just imagine the American white oak made into a cask seasoned with bourbon. American white oak built into a cask seasoned with sherry, and then a European oak cask seasoned with sherry. So there's more influence of the American. 2 different kinds of American oak and one.
How does that happen? So they transfer every...
No. So they are aged in their individual casks for a total of 15 years.
Ah, okay.
So at the end of 15 years, you take the three casks, empty them out, and then we. put
Oh,
them
so
there.
15 years each cast.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it's not 5. Huh?
Wow,
So-
okay.
So you don't want to disturb the whole
Process.
maturing process, maturation happening. You break the sequence, you know. So you just leave it there 15 years. It stays there.
Yeah.
So it goes to show the amount of work we actually put in, the amount of time, and you need that space, you need the cask, and if it's sitting there for 15 years, I'm not going to sit there 15 years and do nothing.
Yeah.
So I need to get more casks, right? The more casks come in
To make more.
and the cycle is just ongoing.
Yeah.
So double cask,
Next.
2 different cask types. You have your American and your European oak cask. Both seasoned with sherry. So in this case, we're talking about sherry. It is a fortified wine, and in this case, it is a dry Oloroso sherry. So
Definitely smells stronger.
so tell me what you get. It's definitely different from the first one, the triple cask.
The smell is definitely stronger. In terms of smell.
First thing that comes to mind.
Oh, I can't tell. I think I smell too much. No, I don't smell.
So if you go into this, there is going to be a stronger the stronger notes of the European oak. It's very balanced. We would say there's a very confectionery notes. Okay, I'm going to name one dessert that this reminds me of.
Yeah.
Creme brulee.
Oh yeah, it does.
So you have that creamy notes, you have vanilla, you have your burnt sugar, you have caramel, a bit of toffee.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's how
it
you
does
can,
feel like a creme brulee. Yeah.
So what you can even do is you don't have to pick out a certain kind of food or certain ingredient, but relate it to a kind of food that you've tried.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think my issue is I can't associate it with
So that's where your homework comes in.
Yeah.
This is what I usually give everybody out there who I get a chance to speak to. Is whenever you go to a supermarket from now on, go and smell things.
Try to smell a whiskey out of it.
So you hear me say things like citrus notes. What is citrus notes? You're gonna have orange, lemon, grapefruit. All these are citrus, but they're different kinds. Lime, calamansi. So when you take all those and you smell, your brain remembers, right? Next thing, you go to the spice rack, wood spice rack. Pick up a nutmeg. Smell the nutmeg. Oh, okay, this is what nutmeg smells like. Cinnamon. Smell the cinnamon. Smell the clove. The star anise. All these go and smell. Go and smell different fruits, different kinds of like raisins. Go and smell chocolate. You like chocolate as well, right? You go and smell all the different kinds of chocolate. Now, if I were to just tell you, if you can reach into that memory and you pull out, you've smelled dark chocolate before. You've smelled milk chocolate before. You've smelled white chocolate before. Tell me, do they all smell the same?
No, definitely not.
Right?
Yeah.
Now you can sort of bring back the dark chocolate. Ooh, a bit
kind
more
of feel.
cocoa, a bit more bitter, a bit, that kind of smell and flavor. Then milk chocolate. Okay. There's a bit of that dairy feel, a bit more vanilla, a bit more creamy, milky. So there you go. Homework. People will look at you weird because why is this?
Why is this guy smelling everything?
Smelling everything, but as you're doing,
especially the virus now.
True. But while you are doing that, what you're doing essentially is building on your memory bank.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing that I think a lot of us lack now. We don't use our sense of smell as much. Yeah. That's the very big thing.
And a common question I get is, oh, Randall, does it mean that you all put orange, lemon, cinnamon into the cask? As funny as that sounds, it doesn't. It's not entirely wrong.
Yeah.
Or it could be a possibility, but no, we don't.
Ah.
Right? So all these smells and flavors that you get from a whiskey comes from the wood, from the new make spirit, from the seasoning that we use. A dry Oloroso sherry is a wine, a fortified wine that is usually bottled at about 18% ABV. It is a drink that's usually drunk in Spain a lot. Okay, everything is about sherry, and there's so many layers of sherries where you have Fino, you have Monteado, you have PX, you have Oloroso, Creme, all different kinds of sherries. Right, but what we use is a Oloroso sherry, which gives you the great the raisins, dried raisins, plums, flavors like that seeps into the wood, and what that does is it seasons the wood. It removes the tannins, there's some chemical reaction that goes on where it prepares the wood to accept the new make spirit when we are making the whiskies. So it's a very important factor. So when you hear people talking about sherry casks, they're talking about the sherry that was used to season the cask. So American sherry cask is a cask that was made with American white oak and seasoned with sherry. So they put the sherry in there for about 18 months to 24 months, depending on the size of the cask. Once that is done, they tip it out and check the cask and they send it to us.
So is this cask from Spain? This cask is
so this is half. So this is there's American and European. So we have two different kinds. I'll let you enjoy the double cask while I explain to you a little bit more. A lot more balanced.
not as spicy.
Not as spicy. That's because the European oak and the American oak balance out each other. A lot of like caramels, a lot of toffees, dried fruits, citrus a little bit. The kind of citrus I get from this particular one is more grapefruity, not so much the kind of sweet citrus, but more like the bittersweet kind of.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Toffee notes that just come forth, a lot of caramel, a lot of sweetness that comes, so it's very, very balanced. If you were to compare this to the sherry oak, this is not as sweet, so this is going to be more or less the new house style of the Macallan. It's not going to be overwhelmingly sweet and intrusive on the palate, but it's quite a good insight into what we're
very, very, very easy to drink as well.
Yes,
Very, very easy.
Very pleasant, very. I would say this is one whiskey that is very approachable.
Yeah.
And if you're trying it for the first time, sometimes people will take to this slightly better than some of the others. The triple cask might appear a bit too spicy for some people. The sherry oak might appear too sweet. So this is a nice,
Starting point
for people, and a new house style that we hope people learn to enjoy.
The gateway to the whiskey world.
Yes. You could say that. You could say that this could be an introduction, a very good gateway line.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, a lot of people liked this when we launched it about maybe 2.5 years ago. And people were wondering, why are you messing with the tried and tested? Because we've always had the sherry oak. And that's the sherry oak 12-year-old, 18-year-old, 25-year-old. That's the one people go crazy for. But that's what they grew up with, and when we introduce something that some people are not very comfortable with change.
They like the original.
They like the OG.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is something that it's a good introduction.
Yeah.
Good start. So, and this is a anytime, any day, anyway kind of whiskey. Why I say anyway, so you really can enjoy this in a highball, and on the rocks, topped up with soda water. Sitting by the pool, you can enjoy this. Before you have your dinner, you want to have something on the rocks before you start your dinner. Boom,
Easy start.
the double cask.
Yeah.
At the end of the night, if you want to just have a nightcap, boom, double cask neat, done deal. It's really a very, very versatile whiskey to the point that we can even make cocktails with this.
Yeah.
Right?
All right. So, how did you even get started with Macallan?
Wow. Okay. How much time do we have?
We got all the time, man.
Okay. So I was enjoying a drink or two quite a bit,
Yeah.
and I was raving to my sister about this particular whiskey that I was drinking.
Yeah.
Okay, I probably won't mention the brand
Yeah.
or the name, but it was a blended whiskey.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness, you should try this. It's amazing. And she's like, that's rubbish. Try this, and she puts down 2 bottles in front of me.
Yeah.
One was a Macallan.
Yeah.
One was another
Another
brand.
brand. Yeah.
And I think my life changed from then.
Yeah.
I started appreciating single malts a lot more. For what they were, for what they had in them for me to discover, and I just started finding more and more about single malts and just trying all the different ones. And there are so many single malts out there, so many different types of whiskey, Scotch whiskey coming from all over the world.
A lot. Yeah.
So that was a lot. That was the start of my single malt or whiskey journey. Yeah. And then after that, about maybe 5 to 7 years after that whole first introduction, Macallan approached me to host an event for them.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to go in for a training to make sure that I don't say something stupid on stage and all that. And they realized that I was a big whiskey fan. On top of that, I was a huge Macallan fan. So they're like, oh wow, okay, can we work with you like on a long-term basis?
Yeah.
Then I was like, yeah, sure. I didn't even have to think very much because that was it. So from then I became a brand advocate. I hosted the events, I conducted all the whiskey tastings, the whiskey pairing dinners, I hosted them, hosted their launches, and I was very involved with the consumer facing portion of the Macallan. And then about 4.5 years after that, an opportunity presented itself because they were looking for a full-time brand ambassador for Southeast Asia, and I applied for it, and the rest of this is history. I'm here. I'm doing exactly what I used to do as a brand advocate and more. So I conduct a lot more trainings for internal staff as well as external staff, the duty-free staff, those who are selling our whiskies in the duty-free shops, be it in Singapore, in Vietnam, in Malaysia. I will go and train them. And yeah, I still do the consumer-facing portion of I conduct tastings, host events, and all that.
Yeah. So that's the one big thing that I always admire about you, because even though you have a lot of experience in hosting, acting, but you're willing to continue learning about certain things, and you're not afraid to go into different.
I think everybody should be open to that.
Yeah.
I was just having this conversation with somebody, with everything that's going on right now, and everybody's like worried there's no work, and things are not happening. Well, this is a perfect time. I like to use this word, evolve and adapt.
Yeah.
Right? And you kind of know that I did that at one point.
Yeah,
just before that, where I got my certification to be a personal trainer.
Yeah.
Right? I took that on as a challenge.
A challenge, yeah.
It was something that I loved doing.
Yeah.
And I went into it.
Yeah.
I did it, came out. I started training at the gym.
Yeah.
I started teaching,
classes,
doing classes and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's adapting, that's evolving.
Yeah.
I don't know if some people know, I used to be a trapeze instructor.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, that is, I didn't even know that. Oh, wait, no, I did. I saw pictures.
Yes.
You showed me pictures.
So
yeah.
I used to work with Rasa Sentosa back then when they used to have a trapeze ring.
Yeah.
So
that was before or after you were air steward? After.
So I was an air steward.
Yeah.
I worked for my father-in-law.
Yeah.
Right? What was I doing? I was selling washing machines and dryers.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's adapting. You know,
Yeah.
evolving. Learn something new. I mean, I can take apart a washing machine and dryer and put it back together, and it will still work. You know, you learn, and there's really nothing wrong with adapting. And right now I'm very fortunate. I'm very lucky that I found this niche that I'm really actually doing something that I enjoy, and I'm putting a lot of my skills together to do this job.
Yeah.
You know, so from my hosting to my sales experience to my love for whiskey and to sharing with people and talking to people about it, all comes together as one.
Yeah.
And I'm really I would say I'm really an advocate for people to keep learning.
Yeah.
And there's no end. You know, there's really, if you think that you have learned everything that is for you to learn, then you have a long way to go.
Yeah. I think what a lot of people are scared of is also they think too much. You know, like some people think that I'm in my 40s already. You know, I got family or that. Then I cannot. It seems so risky for me to try something that I kind of like, but you know, there's no future in there. Then it's very difficult. Yeah. But is this like adaptation mindset something that you always had, or something that was like you had a role model that influenced this?
I think it would have been. I didn't really have a role model per se.
Yeah.
I would think that it's more about survival. You know, survival instincts kick in, and you know, you learn along the way. After I left SIA, it was quite a funny story because I had this comfortable job as a flight steward in SIA. I was flying, earning good money back then, and I was offered a role with back then I think it was known as TCS.
Okay.
And they offered me a role, and they said, oh, we need you to commit, and I said okay. Went to ask SIA for no pay leave. They didn't. They said no, sorry, we can't give you that. So I took the plunge. I left.
Like they just randomly picked you up, or
no. I was already in doing bits and pieces here and there, and this was like a big role. So they said, oh, we need your commitment. I went in there. I quit. I went in there. I did the pilot. I did one pilot. I did the second pilot. I did the third pilot, and then they canned the show. So technically, I was left on my butt. No job. With nothing. And that was when I started doing a lot more hosting. I started doing all the shows, the $200 shows. Back then,
just whatever you could get.
Whatever, I came up the hard way. And it's just learning. And I mean, look, if somebody's going to pay me $200 to learn
Yeah.
or get that experience,
Oh, that's a very good way of looking at it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Getting
are
paid to learn. Yeah.
You pay me.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not a whole lot.
Yeah.
It may not be what I'm usually used to,
Yeah.
but hey, you are paying me to get that experience. Whether I do a great show, whether I mess up the show, I always have this other saying that I like to share with people. You know, a mistake will always be a mistake unless you learn from it. Then it becomes a lesson learned.
Yeah, that's the other thing also, because I think a lot of people are afraid to make mistakes, you know.
Yeah, no, now's the time. Just make all the bloody mistakes you want to make, you know, and
Yeah,
you learn
yeah,
from it. Just don't repeat it, you know.
Yeah.
And it's something that we all, in some way or another, have to learn. That making a mistake is not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
Maybe for that at that point of time, oh my god,
But it will pass lah.
it will pass. You learn from it. Then, you know, hey, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I still make mistakes. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes I make a mistake when I'm on stage. I say something wrong. You know, client gets angry. I go there and say I'm sorry. You know, and you know, sorry. Really didn't mean it. But
What's the worst mistake? Mispronounce the name or
I called out. I was hosting an event for a hotel,
yeah.
and I called out a wrong hotel.
Oh, actually that's pretty common, I think. Yeah.
It's common, but you know, somehow or another
Yeah.
they took it really personally. So I'm like, didn't mean it really. If you're listening,
Yeah. That's very common for some of my MC friends also. Especially before, I think Marina Mandarin recently changed their name to Park Royal Collections.
Yeah.
So you had Marina Mandarin, Marina Oriental, Mandarin Orchard.
thank you for bringing that up.
That is like the worst thing ever.
Thank you for bringing that up because that's exactly what I did.
Oh my god, yeah. That's like, yeah, my friends also, yeah. Every time before the stage came, Marina Mandarin.
And then when they go on stage, Mandarin Orchard.
Hey, God.
Yeah, so yeah, it does happen. Where we're not perfect, you know. If anybody thinks they're perfect, then hey, good for you. You know, I love your confidence. But you know, we are always learning. You know, and even now, I'm still learning. There's no end to learning about whiskey and finding out about the roots. I just came back from Spain and Scotland, and I realized there were some things I didn't know. You know, I was like, oh wow, you know, it just doesn't stop. You know, how whiskey is made, the journey from the time that the tree is an acorn to the time it takes to grow. So, talking about the growing of the trees, we're talking about an American oak will take about, it's a fast growing tree, so it will take about 70 years to be fully grown. A European oak is it takes longer, so it takes about 100 years. So that journey alone, 70 years, 100 years. So we have the forests that we the land and all that we work with, the owners, and everything is sustainable.
How do they monitor which tree? Yeah.
There is different plots of land that are marked out, demarcated, and the government comes in and issues licenses to the different landowners. Okay, you can cut from here. Okay, you can cut from here. You can cut so much from here. You can. So they make it such that everything is sustainable. That there's not going to be a time where everybody will be looking at each other and we realize we got no wood to cut. So it is sustainable, even in America, where we get our American oak from.
Then I suppose all these plantations, you call it plantations? But they're basically monitored over generations, because nobody's gonna live 100 years.
Yeah, definitely, exactly. So it's just monitored very closely, and we cannot just keep cutting from one area. You know, it has to be like there's a system to it.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. And you went there. Was it like a educational trip, or you were there?
It was sort of like a brand induction.
Okay.
Where we were taken on that journey from acorn to glass, where we went to Spain, we got to learn about the different sherries that go and visit some of the bodegas that we work with, you know. So I see some of the casks that are, you know, seasoning, and you can touch the cask and go, yes, eventually you will come to Scotland and you will be aging our Macallans, you know. And you know, you get to see all this, you see how sherry is made, you get to taste all the different kinds of sherry, you get to go to the cooperages where they build the cask. I got to try and build the cask as well. It's not easy.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, a lot of elbow grease, a lot of sweat, you know, that goes into just building. They start work at 7 o'clock, they finish work at 3.
Yeah.
And in that time,
it's like no rest.
No rest. It's just continuous, just building.
Yeah.
And it's a very good experience.
Yeah.
From Spain, what we did was we flew to the distillery.
Yeah.
And then from there, we got to see our distillery. We got to see how whiskey is made. You know, we go behind the scenes, go look at the dunnage warehouses where they keep all the casks that are aging Macallans. We got to see them tipping out the casks to be bottled and stuff. So it's very interesting. Learn about the brand, speak to the people working there. Yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah. And then for people who don't know, you are also a father of 2 very beautiful kids.
Thank you. Yes, I am.
And how do you, like, obviously now you got to travel quite a bit. How do you handle like family time and the traveling, you know?
Wow, that's the tough thing.
Yeah.
You know, traveling quite a bit around the region. But it's all about finding work-life balance.
Yeah.
You know, I'm lucky that my company does give us flexi hours kind of thing. You know, so I make sure I wake up, get into the office, get my work done. Then I before I leave for the office, when I'm at home, I spend maybe about half an hour with the kids when they wake up. So now they are just very active. But the first thing they do when they want to wake up now is watch TV. Daddy, Paw Patrol. Okay.
TV is number 1 now.
Yeah. So technically, when I want to say bye to them, I have to turn off the TV and say bye bye. Bye bye, Daddy. Bye bye, Daddy. Okay, go. then I play again. So that's one thing. And then I come back before they go to bed.
Yeah, I think that's the important part as well.
So unless I have an event, then what I'll do is I will come back as soon as I can. I get back home. I get to spend about an hour and a half with them, see them have their dinner, wash up, read their storybook to them. So my precious time with them would be just before they go to bed, where I'm reading storybooks to them. And it's finding that work-life balance and being able to, you know, put aside time. Weekends are definitely with them, and you know, sometimes it's as tired as I am, or as you know, as much as I want to sleep in or do something, you know, sometimes it's just drive to Mandai, bring them to the zoo.
Yeah.
Let's spend the day with them, and you see the smiles and what they remember. Now they are about just past 2.5.
Yeah.
So they are reacting to things a lot more. They are remembering stuff a lot more. So they're like, Daddy,
observing
sea lion,
the
the sea lion splash water, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So they will remember stuff like that, and it makes it all worth it. So
yeah. That's the one thing that new parents or for you is relatively new, 2.5 years. That's the one thing that we changed, right? Like before we were parents, like weekends just rest, do something chill.
Sleep in, wake up, open the eyes at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Oh, okay, let's go for lunch, you know, go for brunch.
Yeah.
But now both Mel and I have rather more Mel. Mel is she's a superstar. I mean, when I'm away, she's there holding the fort, looking after them. I think it's something I'm very thankful for, and that she's always there, you know,
on the ball
with the kids, you know, making sure they are not bored, you know. and she will wake up. You know, she's up at like 6:45, 7 o'clock. You know, and
Prepare stuff.
because she hears them awake, so she
Oh,
gets up,
okay.
gets ready, goes out, you know, spends the time. And I'm like,
Still trying to get
I'm
rest.
still trying to get my rest and trying to wake up.
Yeah.
And she lets me rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, which is quite cool.
Yeah. That's like the balance that you must have lah in the end. Yeah. You must not forget that parents are also humans lah.
Yes.
We also
we need the kids don't realize that lah.
Yeah.
The
For
kids-
now lah. For now.
For now they don't realize it. It's like mommy, daddy, wake up. Mommy, daddy, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Then you're like,
They're like, why is you not awake? Wake up.
yeah. So it's a good learning curve, and it's something that I don't want to miss out on as well, because they will grow really fast, and soon they will not want me to be there. Like, just let me do my own thing, you know, kind of thing. So I'm just gonna enjoy whatever I can with them. Yeah, and it's easier said than done.
Definitely.
I
Yeah.
would have to admit that it's really easier said than done. You know, finding that balance. You know that.
Yeah.
I have to say I haven't been working out as much as I used to,
Yeah.
and
The kids is already a workout lah. Having two kids at one go, twins at one go is
then running around with them in the playground. After a while, you're like,
it's like full cardio session already.
yeah. But it's really what I mean. Different people have different takes on this. Some people are like, I want to go back to work as fast as I can. Send them to school. You know. But right now, what Mel and I have decided on was to not send them to school so fast. Spend a bit more time teaching them, and having. Of course, we're lucky that that Mel can have that time to spend with them. Some not so lucky. You need to actually go back to work, and all understandable. We just decided that this was the route that we wanted to take. Which is spending more time with them.
Actually,
we get too old.
but actually, I think that's pretty good. I think that has a lot of benefits. Yeah, because number one, you create a closer relationship. With your kids, everything, and then I kind of think school is a little bit overrated. In terms of maybe you get the kids to play with other kids, so that's one good thing, right? The social part.
The social part, but then I'm not too worried about it because
they will eventually get there.
they have each other. Right?
Oh yeah, that's
they
true.
have the interaction.
Yeah.
And we found that when it came to other kids and all that, they integrate really well.
They know how to.
They know how to go.
Yeah.
And worst case scenario, the kid is not that nice and doesn't want to play with them. They have each other.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah.
Yeah.
And you remove the possibility of them getting sick from school.
Oh yeah.
That's the huge thing, man.
For us, that was one of the main things because the kids were premature.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were very, very premature, and for premature babies, their immunity is usually a lot lower.
Yeah.
And they don't. They get sick really fast. They pick up stuff really fast. So that's one thing that we didn't want to have to really deal with.
Yeah, school is the perfect place to get sick, man.
Ooh, school.
All the kids putting their hands everywhere, touch. That's the one thing that scares me the most. It's like when your own kids get sick. Yeah, then you gotta handle that. That's like you can't sleep at night also.
Yeah, so
because you'll be so uncomfortable at night.
Yeah, so Ruben will like call for mommy, and then poor mommy has to wake up, go over, try and sleep with him, get him back to sleep. If not, then he comes over, then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, there's somebody in between. But it's not so much that, it's just seeing them uncomfortable. When they have a flu and their nose is stuck, and then they are like cannot breathe.
Then you don't feel easy also lah. Yeah.
And you feel very uncomfortable for them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they've been a blessing. Came a little bit late, but hey, better late than never.
Yeah.
And they are growing really well. I mean, I'm sure you can see.
Huh?
They have just they are changed. They do not even look like the two babies when they
Yeah.
came out.
Actually, I would think that maybe you could even say it's like the perfect timing, not even late, right? Like,
So they came after
perfect
10
timing in
10
terms
years
of your
marriage.
lives.
At that time in our lives where we're comfortable, where we've
Yeah.
technically done whatever we've wanted to do,
Yeah.
and
And just nice you got a good position at McKellen as well.
yeah. Actually, that position came a little bit later,
Okay.
but you know, I would still say it was perfect because at that point I was still a brand advocate and I only did jobs on a ad hoc basis. So I had a lot of time to spend with them for the first 2 years. First 2 years I was full on daddy daycare.
Yeah.
So I was literally there. And yeah, it was perfect timing.
Yeah. Yeah. Funny how things work in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Next.
next one after a bit of a break.
Hopefully this is not the end.
Uh,
You won't get too drunk after this.
No. Oh, you might. This is 48.5% alcohol by volume. This is part of the edition series, like I was mentioning earlier, right?
Is this also the most expensive one out of the three?
Nah, yeah, slightly,
Okay.
slightly, but you know, it's something special because I would say it's part of the edition series, and this is number 5. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a very quick recap about the edition series. It's all about collaborations and about masteries. Edition number 1 was our mastery of wood. You notice I talk a lot about wood. Huh?
Yeah.
Edition number 2 was mastery of taste. That was a collaboration with the Roca brothers.
Yes.
Edition number 3 was mastery of smell. That one we worked with Roger Duff. He does bespoke perfumes. He does scented candles. And
Oh, wow.
he's a master
Okay.
perfumer in the UK.
Okay.
Amazing man.
Yeah.
Who can pick up like thousands of different smells with his nose. Edition number 4 was about structure, and it was tied in together with our new distillery when we launched it. And edition number 5 is color. It's all about color. So we worked with the Pantone Institute, Color Institute, Pantone Color Institute. These are the people who actually create those color swatches that you have when you want to paint your houses or different colors. You know, the 5,
color
6 different
palettes.
color palettes and all that. And we worked with them, and they created this. If you notice, the bottle, the label is purple.
Yeah.
So this is the Macallan Edition purple. It even has its own Pantone code.
Oh.
So it's actually MAC001, just in case you want to paint your room.
Wow.
Yeah,
Their
so-
own color code.
Yeah.
Wow.
And why we talk about color is because I mentioned earlier on,
Yeah.
100% of the color comes from the wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do not add any colorings. Now, if you were to look at this, what you would not guess is that this was made entirely with 100% American oak. So this was a case of our master whiskey maker pushing boundaries. So she pushed the boundaries and took the chance to make this whiskey entirely using American oak.
Oh, okay.
So remember my tie-in with food.
Yeah.
When you nose this, it's something we have early in the morning all the time.
Coffee? No?
There is a bit of a coffee taste right at the end, but this one leads with a little bit of kaya butter toast.
Oh.
You get that buttery, creamy with the kaya coconut.
Yeah, definitely a
With the
bit like the
pandan.
buttery
Yeah.
kind of feel, yeah.
So I find that this one has your kaya butter toast. Breakfast in a glass, why not, right? And
Whiskey and Kaya.
yeah. So this is 100% Americano. A lot of it will be first fill because they needed to get the right color. So when we're talking about first fill cask, we're talking about cask that's been used for the first time. And it's like, to put things into perspective, it's like a tea bag. So you use a tea bag for the first time,
Yeah.
right? Of course, you're going to get the darkest tea
Yeah.
if you're using it for
Correct.
And then sometimes you don't waste pour water, right?
Yeah. They just keep topping up. Yeah.
Topping out the water.
So the
then
color
it starts
becomes.
getting lighter and lighter.
Okay.
So if you take that into perspective,
Okay.
same. Use the first fill cask,
Yeah.
using a tea bag for the first time.
Yeah.
Then when we tip it out, after 12, 15 years depending, you tip it out and then you use it again, it's a second fill cask.
Okay.
Right? And then after, if you tip it out and you want to use that cask again, if it's still in good condition, you want to use it again, it's called refill cask.
So all of the edition 5 will be all first.
Not all,
Okay.
majority. I think there's one that's a second.
Okay. Either first or second, basically. No refill cast.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that the risk that you're talking about? Is
Well, yes. It is something that is different. It's not
okay.
done before.
Okay. Whereas most whiskey, they just tend
Most
to
of
use
the
the
time
same cast over and over.
You know, that's where we have a lot of European oak as well, European sherry
Okay.
season casks.
Okay.
And a mix, you know.
Yeah.
It's something that Macallan is known for. It's our European sherry season oak cask.
Yeah.
And the whiskey that comes from it. So I mentioned earlier on that a lot of people love the sherry oak 12-year-old,
Yeah.
18-year-old, the 25, and that's something like a staple for them. You know, it's either that or nothing.
Yeah.
You know, so when we did something with entirely American,
Yeah.
it's something that's never been done.
Yes.
We've never done it. We don't know how it will turn out. We don't know how it will be received.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the boundaries that we pushed and the risk we
Nice.
took. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was bottled at 48.5% alcohol by volume.
Okay.
So it's a bit higher.
Okay.
You may or may not be able you may or may not be able to feel it, but,
Yeah.
but this is something that's quite dangerous, but
Let's go
good.
for it. Yeah.
Definitely a lot of spice, a lot of ginger, a lot of you're gonna have a lot of vanilla that's leading there, nutmeg. You're gonna get like poached pear. You know, when you poach a pear, you flambe the pear, you're gonna have that a little bit of a freshness, a bit of that sweetness, a bit of that rounded kind of flavor.
Still feels like it's, even though it has more alcohol, doesn't feel more like the first one was spicier than this last one. Yeah.
So that's what makes it so dangerous. It's 48.5.
Yeah.
So
you do get a sense of the alcohol once you're done,
Yeah.
like once you've swallowed. Yeah. But yeah, that's interesting because I always related like spiciness to the alcohol volume.
As of today, you would realize that that's not
the
really,
case.
Not really the case.
Yeah.
So quite a good, I think quite a good lineup to kind of introduce you to the world of Macallan even more.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And this is limited.
Yes,
Edition,
this is
limited?
so this is limited. I think there's about 255,000 bottles worldwide.
Oh, why
So-
255? Is that the
No, it's just the number of casks that we vetted for it.
I thought that would be the color code for the
No. no.
like
It's
just nice
just
35.
but 255,000 casks worldwide, and once all these bottles, 255 bottles worldwide.
Yeah.
Shit, I said something wrong. So it's 255,000 bottles worldwide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Correct.
That's what you said before, right?
I said before that I went casks. Then I
Oh,
went
casks. Oh, yeah.
255.
No,
Then
it's
I
bottles.
mixed everything up. That's what happens when you drink Armote in the afternoon.
Cars, bottles, fine, everything.
Same. Yeah. Once this is done, they're not going to replicate it.
Ah, okay. And then I suppose this will continue with a 6.
Well, we don't
7.
know yet.
Oh.
We don't know what's gonna happen just yet.
No
I may
plans, or you
know-
can't say, or
I may know, but maybe I can't say. But you know, but yeah, we're looking forward to a possible new one, and see what they can come up with next. And
but I suppose all 1 to 4 was all limited productions.
yeah,
lah.
yeah,
Yeah.
So one, as far as I know, 1 and 2 completely sold out. I think you might still be able to get 3 somewhere.
Yeah.
4 as well.
Yeah. But mostly will be, I guess, resale already lah. You
Yeah.
will buy off people.
Yeah. So the second hand market is
Should be pretty crazy for this.
quite,
Yeah.
especially for edition number 1, because when it came out, nobody paid any attention to it.
Yeah.
And then when 2 and 3 came out, people
People
started
start
losing their
realizing.
minds, and
Yeah.
then they can't get their hands. So supply and demand, price went up.
Yeah.
I last heard that an edition number 1 went under the hammer for £1,000,
Wow.
and
Wow, that's pretty good. Nice.
and if you're talking about something that was retailing at about £70
Yeah.
when it first came out,
Yeah.
to
Which
retail
was
at £1,000.
which was how many years ago when it came?
5 years,
That's
2015.
not too long as well. Yeah.
In
Yeah,
5 years.
5 years.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You know, and I foresee this question coming up, so let
Yeah.
me just answer it.
Yeah.
Do you buy whiskies to drink or to collect?
Well, I've seen his stash, so
Actually, it's
kind of both.
yes and no, kind of, you know.
I don't think you collect to potentially sell, right?
No,
you just collect
I
because
collect because
yeah,
I
you like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan of the brand and
Yeah.
the whiskey and all that. Some of them, there's no right or wrong. Then again, you know, it's you want to collect. You have that money. You want to invest in a good bottle of vintage Scotch whiskey that you will never drink. Then, hey, your call.
Yeah.
But I believe very much in, if you're gonna buy a whiskey and it's a good whiskey, just enjoy it.
Gotta appreciate it lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you're gonna stare at that bottle,
Mm.
and you're probably going to go to your grave, and you're not going to be able to bring that bottle with you. And somebody else is going to benefit from that bottle. I'm like,
That's
hey.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I kind of believe as well, because in the end, money is just money, right? Money is just numbers. I mean, not that I'm trying to tell everybody to just splurge on everything, you see, but but when you buy something like a Macallan, like a something that's limited edition, there's a story that comes behind it.
Yeah.
Becomes more like an art. Yeah.
An art piece, you know. Better than some piece of art that you can't tell what it is. It's like, look at this bottle. Look at the color. Come
Yeah.
on.
And then the story that comes behind it, kind of thing, how they did it. Yeah. Which is why I guess your role is so important, because you get to educate people on,
Yes. I mean, I wouldn't exactly say like I'm a lecturer, instructor, or whatever it is. I would say I'm a huge fan, and I just like to share information. And it's not. I'm not an authority, but I can tell you about the brand, and you know, and I'm there to tell you about the brand and to share with you what we're all about. I'm basically not there to twist your arm and tell you, okay, from today onwards you can only drink Macallan.
You must like this,
You must
nothing
like
else.
it and nothing else, and you cannot drink. No, it doesn't work that way. You know,
Yeah.
some people just want to get to know it.
Yeah.
I've met some people who have come for my tastings once,
Yeah.
learned a lot,
Yeah.
but the next time I saw them, they say, you know what, I found out that I like this a lot more.
Yeah.
I'm say, hey. And,
Up to
and
you,
the
yeah.
person said, I'm sorry. I said, no, you don't have to be sorry. You know,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're enjoying, you're embracing this journey, and you're going on it, and you're exploring. I tell people, don't just drink one kind of whiskey.
Yeah.
Drink others. Look at the other brands, the different brands from the different regions,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
compare. Do you like it? Do you not? You know, what's your kind of take on that? You know, which one do you prefer? Which one do you won't touch with the 10-foot pole, you know. So you know, some people, oh, I really love the Japanese whiskies. And please, by all means,
Yeah,
if you
go
love
ahead.
it,
Yeah.
hey, why not? You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Some people say, oh, Irish whiskies are the best. Oh, yeah. Well, have you tried Indian whiskies? Some of them are quite good. So it's really what you enjoy. And then from there, you know that, yeah, I like this kind of whiskies. But yeah, there's always going to be a new distillery coming up or new whiskies. Go and try. Try, compare whiskies from a different country.
Then you know what you like and what you don't like.
Then even more you can. Yep, I'm definitely sure I like this. And then for all you know, the next time you try something else, oh my god, how come I didn't try this before?
Yeah.
And then you realize that there's actually something else that you kind of like that you didn't think about.
And I also believe that like taste is also a reflection of your current stage in life. Like as you grow older, you start to appreciate different kind of tastes, or maybe when you are at a stage where you feel certain things, then your taste also change. You know.
Yeah. Not wrong at all. You know, that's a good way. I never really did think about that, but I guess when you are at a stage in your life where you're comfortable, you're content, you know, and you want something a little bit more sophisticated. I guess as you get older as well, your palate evolves.
Yes. Yeah.
And it starts getting a little bit more sophisticated, where you've tried different kinds of foods, different cuisines, different flavors, and you are adapting to it, and you're evolving with it, and you're just, you know, picking up all the different flavors and stuff. And and then when you're young, all you care is, I just want that buzz, you know.
Yeah, just want to get high.
Bourbon Coke, I'm good. You know?
Yeah. But actually, in fact, even when I was young, I never really liked a lot of the
Young people drink.
I guess so. Yeah. I was always the whiskey dry person.
Okay.
Yeah, even when I was like 18 or 19. Then like all my friends would look at me and be like, why is whiskey dry? Why is
You put whiskey on the table and let it dry.
no, I want whiskey dry. Yeah, I let them taste it. Yeah, but yeah. Alright.
It's
interesting.
a journey. It's a journey. It's something that we all go, and I think it's a perfect analogy for where I am in terms of my life. Where I am today was a long journey, filled with a lot of ups and downs, filled with a lot of disappointments, happiness, celebrations, and you know, it was a journey that led me to this and where I am today. And
And still got a long way to go.
yes,
Still got a long way to go.
long way. Yeah.
Alright.
Cheers.
Yes.
What a way to end off.
Yeah, I think you've definitely taught me how to appreciate this thing. There's definitely a different appreciation now.
It's good, man.
Yeah.
Slowly, I mean, there's, like I said, you don't have, you got homework.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotta smell things.
Yeah, go and smell things. Go and and the one thing you don't need to smell is Johnny's socks, so it's fine.
Or his raw egg drinks.
Oh yeah,
Raw egg blended drinks.
see, Johnny, we thought of you even.
Okay, so I think this is a good time to end the podcast.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
alright.
Thanks for having
Thank
me,
you for
man.
coming. Yeah, I really appreciate all the education I've received.
Oh, that's
today.
actually a lot more, but hey, that's for another day.
Okay, thank you so much. If anybody wants to find you, where they can get you on Instagram.
Find me on Instagram. I have my personal account, Randall Khan.
Yeah.
I have one that's only about whiskey.
Yeah.
That's the Macallan Randall.
Yeah.
And you can find me anywhere actually.
Alright, man. Alright. I'll see you next time. Thank you.
Cool.
Alright. See you.